So bring it on. Hike expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So off we go then.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
They get a throw in. That's tidy. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Tries a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, right place, right time.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Turns back here, probably the best option. Mateus. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Maicon is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Pass somewhat off target. Oh, super ball! Oh, good ball! Shoots! Oh, it's come loose. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism.
There's the shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And it's Messi. And he's managed to get free. Space for him to turn and look. In it comes.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Burmo. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Hazard. Maicon. And this is Eto'o. It's Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Maicon finding himself in space. Maicon, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, this looks sharp. Messi's cross, he's rising! In he goes again! He's got away with one there. This their second corner of the game. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. De Rossi can see things others simply cannot. Bullet! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Bullet actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Hazard. Now there's a fine ball. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Milan are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from midfield, you really need willing runners who aren't looking to just get to the defensive line, but to go beyond it.
Burmo carries the ball down the right. And here's Hullet. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Burmo, looking for options for movement. And it's played in. Czech claims it, safe hands. Seedorf. And it's Eto'o. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Ferdinand. For De Rossi. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And Burmo. And that signals the end of the first period. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, we've seen a lot of willing accompanied by a fair amount of waste, so they've both got to tidy up their scoring act.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. It's Eto'o! It's bounced back off the post. And it's Yaya Toure. And that's a good ball. Seedorf! Oh, that is rather wayward. And here's Eto'o. Messi. Messi. Now he's had a shot! Rummenigge. Burmo.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Sneijder. It's a searching pass. And he's cut it out. Pullet. Rummenigge is fouled. Great chance here from position A1. And the potential here for the Sneijder! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
It's a good foot in there. And it's Sneijder. Great vision. No way through. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Seedorf. And Seedorf! Oh, good finish. How they've waited. Now they have it. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
The first breakthrough.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And Burmo aims beyond the defence. He's in plenty of space here. No way through there.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Varane did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tries to play it through. Thuram has it out wide and in space. Toure getting this one clear.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's been cut out, well played. And he's in on goal! And the finish! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's clearly feeling that he could pretty much have the job done. He may well get another chance, you know.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Numero 4. Eto'o.
Toure gathers from the goal kick.
Messi.
And it's Cruyff.
Hazard.
Cruyff powering forward here.
14. Seedorf. Lasciano il
Oh,
campo
he's
per
enjoyed that.
il
He
numero 25.
evidently loves the contest.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome.
Il numero
Too
6.
much traffic.
Il numero 22. Il numero 5. Attenzione.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Shevchenko. Aimed at the far side. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Bigo was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking for the run. Maldini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yaya Toure. And that is as far as it goes. Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it turned out to be a bit of a slow burner, this one, Peter. Still, I think the goal did come at a good time, and some of the defensive displays after that were pretty good. In fact, looking back, the goal came at a great time.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Toulouse have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Now it's Eto'o. Robertson gets across to intercept that. He's in plenty of space here. Rashford will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Maicon is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's managed to get rid. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz. It's Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there.
Maicon tries to pass it through. Robertson cuts out the pass. And that's going to be a goal kick. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Out for a throw. And it's been given away. He's found a way through. Milan still without a single shot on target. Now it's Bale. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Rodri. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Toulouse are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Yaya Toure. Hazard running with the ball. Ibrahimovic! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And again! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
And this is Mohamed Salah. He is through here. Goes for a shot! Goal! Toulouse! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Toulouse have penetrated for the first time. There's the shot! Goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely...
He's having a pop! Now it's Rodri. Cafu. Maldini proves too strong, too smart. And it's Eto'o. He's picked his way through. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Eto'o really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Looking for options for movement.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Hazard. And he's had it nicked away. Neymar.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Rashford. And that was nowhere near his best. Ibrahimovic. And it's Salah. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's been played through. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's fabulous. Seedorf. Plays it in low. And that is well cleared. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Great defending, strong and determined. Aimed beyond the defence, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, facing up to his adversary, it's Eto'o! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that was very necessary. Hazard. It's a threatening ball. He's having a shot! Superb goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Bale really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Milan have their lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And here's Bale. Played out wide. And here's Bale. And this is Hazard. Maicon. Swung over. Oh, can he get onto this? Chance here to counter. Now it's Rodri. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Vieira.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Chiellini. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Maicon. Now it's Rashford. That has ended up in no man's land.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And this is Eto'o. Now it's Seedorf. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Rodri looking understandably energised after his goal. An instinctive delivery. Corner.
Changement pour Toulouse. Le numéro
Toulouse have their second corner now.
Le numéro 27. Le numéro 19.
And the keeper beats it away.
Le numéro 16. À leur place, le numéro 18. Le numéro
And now
13.
they can spring out of defence.
Le numéro 21. Filippo Inzaghi. Le numéro 24. Le numéro 15. Van Bommel. Changement en cours.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And they're quick to get it back. Early ball out from the back.
Toulouse really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Cristiano Ronaldo. For Maicon. And it's Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Corner number 2 then.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Messi. Oh, he's having a go! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the 2-goal cushion.
Van Bommel can see things others simply cannot. Van Bommel. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo going face to face with his great rival. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Rummenigge. Vieira. Van Bommel. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Deftly away. Taken back almost at once. And it's Olmo.
Toulouse really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
This might... Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan have their third corner. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's hit the post! And here's Nedved. Matthäus. Matthäus running with intent. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Dimarco making good progress. Dimarco charging forward down that flank. Yaya Toure. Hazard. Tries one from range. I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
That is good alertness. Maldini. Azar. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now Seedorf. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ibrahimovic. This is a promising build-up. Messi. And he welcomes it in. A header! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Seedorf. And he's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Bastoni with the clearance. And they can counter here. Messi. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's Ibrahimovic. Dimarco kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rummenigge. Dimarco. And he's had it nicked away. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Milan very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nice physical challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Seedorf. Eto'o takes a shot! And a neat finish! 2 up now, and they are cruising. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, of course, it's great play to...
He's had a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Shanghai Port with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Batistuta! Milan are looking to go forward now. Hazard. Eto'o, renowned for his long-range shooting, and he's been shifted off it. Adriano. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's heaved it away. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mateus really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Seedorf. Rummenigge. Aimed beyond the defence. Elects to cross. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Messi. Played into the box. And that brings the first half to a close. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
From the regional police department.
Milan looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. Down to business again. Now it's Eto'o. Messi. McAllister. And it's Messi. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Searching passes played there. Oh, that's fabulous. In by Messi. Gets his head on it! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Hazard, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a good run down the right. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And Messi! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. McAllister kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Eto'o. No, again there's no way through. Adriano. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Great vision. Ibrahimovic. Deftly away. Hazard goes short. Now it's Hazard. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that has left him in a heap. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Eto'o. Hazard. Now that looks a decent ball. He has a look up. And he can thump it away. And here's Ibrahimovic. Shanghai Port needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Seedorf. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival.
Wow, look who's involved.
Oh, well played, well played.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Real chance! It goes to show he is human after all.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Mateos! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition.
Oh, terrible mistake. Looking for options for movement. Milan are coasting towards victory. Messi. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Seedorf. Now it's Hazard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Adriano driving forward, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
And it's Hazard. Foot in. Shanghai Port do have a chance to counter here. Messi running with intent. Showing good feet. He'll try from distance! And that is as much as we have time for. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Ibrahimovic taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, I reckon Dragan Stojkovic will be important here.
He's not the biggest necessarily, Jim, I suppose, but he is a multi-dimensional player.
Yeah, I think he'll have a busy time going past the opponents. I think he has great ability to play anywhere across the front line and deliver key passes at the right moments, so that makes him stand out.
And his tendency is, of course, as his coaches have said, to keep things simple and to be utterly unselfish.
Yeah, it's certainly known for that too, and quite a rare gift in a player so technically accomplished.
And it's Messi. Pass is just off target. Ronaldinho. Stojkovic. And he was quick to react. Azar. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Desai. And this is Eto'o, looking tidy in possession. Decent chance! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Seedorf. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Goes for a shot! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Tries a shot! Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And that's an excellent interception. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Space for him to turn and look. Takes a shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And here's Ibrahimovic. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's quick to get rid. And it's Seedorf. And here's Eto'o. He's in a great position here. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Messi. Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Maldini is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Plays a sharp little ball here. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Howson cuts out the pass. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Milan always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
Batistuta is herring after that one. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Opts to play it back. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Messi. Stojkovic. Now it's Villa. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Seedorf. And it's Messi. And here's Ibrahimovic. Great ball, and he's in here. There's the shot! And he gets rid in a hurry. And they've got rid. Nicely aimed pass. Ferdinand. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Seedorf. Some really good ball movement. Look at it. It's Eto'o! He's scored!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And now he has two. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And he's in on goal. Played it. Getting up there! And a neat finish. A landmark moment for a player of grand significance. His 50th goal. And that is indeed the final act.
Milan are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Milan claiming the lion's share of the 4 goals, up by 3-1 at half-time. And we are back on the way. Now it's Ibrahimovic, and it's Azar. And no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Short changes him with that pass. He won't be happy with that one. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Stojkovic, Batistuta, chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Milan are looking to go forward now. Now it's Azar. Azar going face-to-face with his great rival. Yaya Toure. Looking to play him in. Toure showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Ibrahimovic. Picked out brilliantly. Now that's a fine challenge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Stojkovic. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Batistuta. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Now it's Villa. Azar. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Quality ball. And it's Stojkovic. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Maldini. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's neat. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's had a shot! And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's fabulous. He slid. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. And that's it. My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Signore e signori, vi chiediamo cortesemente di rimanere seduti durante lo svolgimento della partita. Grazie.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk.
Shot, surely! It's bounced back off the post. Now it's Eto'o. It's a good spell of possession, this. And they've got rid. Well, that is one way to stop him. Messi. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard. That's a cute ball. Cafu in acres of... And the volley. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Nicely spread. Nicely weighted ball. Drills one. Chance for a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So, a breakthrough already.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Just eases him off the ball. That is a brilliant interception. That's put paid to the danger. And here's Ibrahimovic. Plenty to aim at here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Milan always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view.
Goes for a shot! And a neat finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And here's Messi. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. He's cut it out. Van Dijk gets it clear. Cafu. Hazard. And that pass just didn't quite work. Robertson. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, it's played into the area. And that has been knocked clear. And he was alert to it. Hazard. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Messi. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Tries to get it clear. And it's Messi. And he's in on goal! Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi! A finish right from the top drawer! They are purring, truly purring! He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Ha segnato al 32esimo minuto, numero 18. Messi! Messi! Messi!
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We are just getting started.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader. Talent has to be backed up by hard work and tenacity.
Chance for a shot! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation.
And can he finish? And a neat finish! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And
oh, what a mistake! Looking for the run. Could be danger here. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. Oh, super find. Nedved. Two 2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Messi. Can he get it through? And this is Ibrahimovic. Chance! It's loose now and oh, he's been caught napping. That is lovely. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Yamal. Azar, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Well, that looks a good ball through. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Now it's Raul. That's the throw. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And this is... and the shot! It's a goal! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Just one in it now.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Great vision. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now, can they get him away? And this is Eto'o. Backward it goes. And sent off! Just the wrong side.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's fabulous. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Desailly did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's had it taken off him. Can he get on the end of this? Maldini. And that is a little undercooked. And he's in on Eto'o! And he's stuck it away! And this is getting better and better. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan now in a position far more desirable.
Well, everything is...
He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the...
And the shot! Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, good ball! And he shoots! And the keeper threw out a limb. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Looks to the other side. Thuram. Nedved. Oh, it's come loose. And this is Ronaldo. Yaya Toure. Quality ball. Vieira running with intent. Toure was in no mood for any of that. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Tries to play it through. Oh, that was vital. Yaya Toure. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Milan have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team, and should that not change, they could go big from here.
Milan leading by 3, and normally that would do, and some. But this feels like no ordinary game. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Oh, super ball! Yaya Toure. Messi looking to add to his goal. Messi gets on his bike and on the move. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mateus with the foul. Seedorf. And he's had it nicked away. Nedved. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Threads one in. Seedorf.
This is the time you need that pace.
Messi running with the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's pulled back. Getting up there! Pinged towards the front line. It's run loose here. Oh, well played, well played. And a chance! He's got a goal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So could they be onto something here?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Seedorf is onto this, and that's gone loose. Mateus driving forward. Tries to pass it through. Takes aim and crosses. Messi. Azar, who can single-handedly make a difference. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, shooting chance! Goal! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 18.
So now the difference is 3.
Numero 14. Seedorf.
Vieira cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Il numero 10. Schneider.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He is just caressing the ball. Place it in low. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Schneider.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Hullet. Shot a goal! Oh, good finish! And they are right back within touch! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Now it's Eto'o. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, he's bustling through here. Neymar. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pelé. Desailly gets across to intercept that. And it's Nedved. Always goal side. And this is Eto'o. That's a lovely, neat pass. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Desailly. Schneider. And that is that. Milan can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started. Desailly turning out for what will be his 400th appearance. There's precious little point talking of anyone else here today, Jim.
Well, what a feat, Peter. This
Shapes to shoot! Azar. Messi. This is a promising build-up. Roberto Carlos cuts it out. Lampard. Done delicately. And he was alert to it. Seedorf. Pressure coming in from all directions. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Messi. And there's green grass ahead of him. Messi. He's having a hit! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Seedorf. Foot in. Azar. Rummenigge. Nicely shaped ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. And he was quick to react. Seedorf. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Picked out, shot at goal!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Lampard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Yaya Toure. And it's Ibrahimovic. Good running, strong and purposeful. And a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Ibrahimovic clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Now it's Eto'o. Drive. It's Eto'o! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Milan have the lead. You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Eto'o! And that's a sharp finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's a cute ball. Azar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Yaya Toure. Milan have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Stood up well to him there. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Eto'o. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's had a shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish right from the top draw! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Takes the shot! And the keeper read that really well.
Milan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Thinks one through. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now that looks a decent ball. Bale. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And here's Eto'o. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile fumare solo nelle aree appositamente predisposte all'interno dello stadio.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marcelo. He's pretty much a defender in name alone, to be honest, because his biggest contributions always seem to come at the other end of the pitch. He's great at controlling the ball when under pressure and seems to have
a great knack for finding that half a yard to dig out a cross. He's got a decent shot too, so his teammates will be looking to bring him into play at every opportunity, I would think.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Ibrahimovic. And here's Eto'o, showing good feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Eto'o really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Seedorf looking for the run. He has a look up. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Pass is just off target. Yaya Toure. And it's Maldini. To Thuram. Milan currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. And here's Ibrahimovic. Messi. He'll try from distance. Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Azar.
Milan really are a team that like to break lines.
Yeah, they love doing that, and it does work.
Yeah, plenty of balls in behind Peter, just needs to find the right...
Decent chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise. Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Hazard. Yaya Toure. Messi is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, well measured. Now, can he find a... There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A moment that needed and that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo a bere in modo responsabile. Chiunque si renda protagonista di comportamenti inappropriati sarà immediatamente allontanato.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers, but he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Threads one in. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Marcelo. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Marcelo hangs one in. Impressive jump! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Van Bronckhorst. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Eto'o. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Messi. Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never out. Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Milan with the corner, they're first.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Chelsea are looking to go forward now. And he was quick to react. Seedorf. Now there's a fine ball. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And it's Seedorf. And here's Ibrahimovic. Shoots! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Hazard, oh, they could break here. Now it's Eto'o. Tries to play it through. And this is Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here. Vieira attempts a clearance. Milan have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played out towards the right wing. That's a shade optimistic.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. It's Eto'o! And that's a sharp finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, that is a decent chance! Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And here's Eto'o. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, that is a nice touch. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Half-time getting close now. Van Bronckhorst. Marcelo, he has found the way through. Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Knocks it into space. Hullet. He is through here. Now the delivery. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Ibrahimovic. And the counter is on. Messi. He's had a shot. Costa Curta. And the referee has blown for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, Peter, 2-0. You're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Milan firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And here is the first touch of the second half. Just eases him off the ball. Maldini pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nedved is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Messi will not want to lose out here. And there's the shot! Ibrahimovic. Costa Curta. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And no, that was never going to make it. Seedorf. That has been slung wide. Ibrahimovic. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Costa Curta. No, he's not getting past him there. Costa Curta cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Messi. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Now it's Figo. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. That's going across. Oh, good effort! Oh, that was no routine save.
Ibrahimovic is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Towering header! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
That is ended up in no man's land. Costa Curta. Can he get on the end of this? No, no way through there. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. And it's Nedved. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved. Messi. Ibrahimovic. And it's Ibrahimovic. And here's Eto'o. Nedved. Spread it left. Nedved. And it's Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Just about up to 75 minutes. And he's intervened well there. Really fierce, close defending. Hazard ploughing through the middle. And he's cut it out. Nedved. Swung over. Now Costa Curta. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Vieira. And it's Roberto Carlos. Tries to pass it through. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Check. Oh, what has happened here? Eto'o has found the net here, of course. Now it's Seedorf. Oh, that was vital. Milan can consider themselves just about safe now. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Messi. Oh, good spread. Costa Curta has the space to scheme. He leaps for it! And that's a good finish. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13. Ibrahimovic.
So we have movement on both
Numero
benches.
23.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Numero 18.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Numero 4.
That looks a good ball through. That's tidy. Matteo, and he shoots! And that's a tidy finish. That is how you do it. A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Nedved. Oh, good climb! Firm header just off. And the referee brings it to a close. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.